Hey guys, I'm just going to make a guide or a short video on how to teach your horse how to rear. This worked for me, but I didn't never tried any of the other things that you might find on the internet or that people tell you. So, I just tried something and it worked for me. May not work on your horse. But yeah, I'll just show you anyway. So first, make sure your horse is actually like awake, because you want them to have lots of energy in them at the moment. And then once you know that, preferably if your horse, there's two ways of doing it. I'll tell you both, but one of them is if your horse knows how to lunge. So if you go like that and ask them to lunge, have you ever done it really quickly and they like jump like that? Well, if you have, you'd know what I mean. But if you haven't, you ask your horse to go, and if they don't go in the 1 second that you ask them, you jump at them and you go, get up, and you like make them go really quickly, and they'll just go like that. They like do like a mini rear turn thing. Then if they do that, you give them a pat or a treat or whatever, and that's one way of training them. And then you keep doing that continuously until you go like that and they just rear. And then there's another way, which is that's how I taught Bobby on ground. Then there's the way to teach them on the back, which is if you're sitting on their back and you have either a bridle, or you can use a halter if you're really good with horses. And you're pretty much, when you're sitting there, you're gonna, however you say them to not go. So for Poppy, if I asked her to stop, I'd like squeeze my knees in a bit and I'd like just slightly pick up the rope a bit. So, and then to get her to rear, while I was on her back, I would pull the rope and I'd give her a squeeze or a kick, or if you use whips and stuff, I'd give her one of them. And then she would go like that and chuck her head up. That's the first step to training a horse to rear, because it means they're going like that, which means to chuck their heads up like that, they have to put a tiny bit of weight off the ground if they do a really big one. So that's the first step to when they rear. And so if they do that, you give them a pat. Then you do it again and again. And then if they just keep tossing their head and they don't like make any progress within a lot of other tries, that's when you if you're doing it, you give them like a slap or something, or you give them an extra kick. Then they'll start tucking their head. Then they'll just do like a mini little jump up thing. And if it's your first time rearing, I found that if you do it that way, they don't do big rears, they do little tiny ones, which is really easy to stay onto. And yeah, so if you do that, you don't worry about falling off, because it's pretty hard to actually fall off. So to just lean forward and if your horse has mane, just lean forward and grab it. And yeah, and so after a while you continue that, and then when they finally get to like the bigger rear, if you want, well, pretty much every time you want to go higher, just give them the extra kick or squeeze. Or just get like way more energy up than you were before. And just be like that and give them lots of kicks and stuff. And then eventually, I'd show you what it's like on her back, because she's retired, I can't. But I'll show you what it's like when you do it on ground. So I couldn't do the demo because she already knows it. Okay, so this is what it's like when you do it on ground. So that's what you'll eventually start getting. Then the higher you want to go, just the more you feel. The more energy you get up, and that'll and just get really excited. Actually, it's back. You done? Yeah? Okay. So yeah, the more you do that, the more energy you're going to get up, or the more anything, it'll transfer into your horse, then they'll just start doing these nice, really big rears. But mainly, if it's a riding horse and other people ride it, probably don't want to do it, or you want to warn them that the horse knows how to rear. Because my friend rode her, and then she reared, and they got really scared and didn't want to get back on. But I will. So yeah, that's how to train your horse how to rear. Good luck.